I was saying, like, for the idea of like an aesthetic, we didn't actually use the football at all.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't.
So we should use it in this one.
Maybe if people comment and then we can.
No,
No, okay.
this is like a consistent thing
fine,
with us.
fine. We can try it.
Do it. Dumb fans, Amro, Harp, we're dumb fans. Football. We heard your guys' comments. We didn't use the football in the last one, and that I made up the comments because no one's commented on our show. Like and subscribe. We've gained a little bit of support recently. Who would have thought? If you keep posting and getting stuff out there, eventually people are gonna like your stuff. So we appreciate that.
I can tell you've changed. You're dressed differently.
Yes. So if you have been watching the videos and you've noticed I wear the same thing over and over again, because I have no wardrobe. I have no clothes. I just wear what's in my closet. I only have like 5 things of clothing. So this is number 6. And I'm wearing this over my shirt. Draft, NHL draft. We talk anything, all sports here. We're going to talk about what the most recent news was. We had the NHL draft lottery yesterday. Big surprises, lots of surprises in that one there. Did you watch the thing at all? Or
Oh, I watched it.
yeah,
I am 100% convinced that it was rigged.
yeah.
And this is why right here. Number 1 pick goes to the Toronto Maple Leafs. They don't miss the playoffs for what, 10 years in a row? The last time they had a top 10 was Austin Matthews, number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
They make the playoffs every year since, and then this is the next time that they miss the playoffs, and they might have a chance at number 1 pick, and they get it.
It was really because they shot up here from 5th, projected to be 5th overall. They went up right up to the 1st overall.
No, they were projected to be 6. They moved up moved up from 5. I thought it was 6.
Yeah, so it says over here.
I thought they were slotted at 6. They were supposed to be 6th.
Sharks were the biggest winner. They were supposed to be 9.
Yeah.
The Canucks were the biggest losers because they were supposed to be 1st, and they took 3rd overall. That's a nice consolation.
I think
for us.
2 Canadian teams really got shafted. One, Vancouver Canucks, obviously. We've never had a first-round pick ever.
Yeah.
And then the year that we have the best odds to, we don't get it. Vancouver luck. The other team, Calgary. Calgary was 4th, I think. And yeah, they were 4th, and then they moved down 2. Now you're going from 4th to 6th. You might not be getting that superstar player. I think this draft it's deep, but it could be that little move might make a big difference.
Well, I can speak for a lot of people when I say that nobody cares about Calgary. But in terms of like 1 and 6, you're going to get a decent player. Like the thing about this particular draft is that you probably have an elite player. You don't have a bona fide franchise player, I don't feel. I don't think that Gavin McKenna is a franchise player. But Gavin McKenna looks probably the most ready to step into the NHL next year and take a prominent role. Stenberg, Verhoff, same situation. I would go as far as to say as Reed, another defenseman, looks really, really good. Guys like now Holtrev probably need a little bit more seasoning, but you're probably not that far away, probably 2 years away from stepping in as a top line, maybe second line center for a good franchise. So
no, I think these guys are top guys. Yeah, and I think McKenna's like close to be a franchise guy.
Yeah,
or he'll be like a Marner to Matthews.
Yeah, Marner when he was drafted, there wasn't a lot of hype there, but Marner wasn't taken in the top 5. Marner was a later first-round pick, so
yeah. But what I'm saying is like the caliber of Marner. Now you just replace it with McKenna. I think that's
a plug and play. I hear what you're saying. I think you're gonna get a good player. You're getting a good player. I don't think Stenberg or McKenna is coming in and he's gonna give you 100 points in the rookie season. I think that when you get a guy like, you think about the kind of pressure these guys are under to make it in the NHL, like guys like McDavid, Celebrini, Bedard, Matthews. Matthews scored 5 goals in his first game with Toronto.
Yeah, so he's going to be playing with Matthews. Would you not slot him with Matthews right away?
Sure. Yeah, you could if Matthews could be there.
This could boost up Matthews his season.
Yeah.
Like he had a terrible season.
Yeah.
McKenna could be the answer.
Yeah, I think I was actually going to make a mention how you actually affected and cost Vancouver fans the first overall pick. because you bet that Toronto would move up.
I did, and so I took the Don Taylor approach. I don't know if you know this, but so I
Who's Don
went.
Taylor for anybody who's watching.
So I went. Don Taylor's a local sports broadcaster. Everybody knows Don Taylor.
I don't know.
You don't know who Don Taylor
This
is.
is a like a unilateral general show.
Well, he's
Who's Don Taylor? I have no
local
idea.
sports broadcaster.
Local to
Great.
who? Local to
Local
who?
to Vancouver.
Okay, local to
Local to Vancouver, but he's well known in Canada.
I know who he is.
But anyways,
What about the people in Bangladesh watching this show?
no one's watching Bangladesh.
Well, Bangladesh fans, get at us. Comment, subscribe below.
We would be lucky to have someone in Alberta watching us. but anyway, so Don Taylor always had the mentality, go bet on someone that you don't want to win. And then it's a win-win. So if Toronto moved up, hey, I made some money. I'm still disappointed. Oh, don't get me wrong. Just because I bet on them doesn't mean I was like, hey, I'm hoping for them to move up. And if they don't move up, great. So I miss out on $10. At least Toronto doesn't move up. But what in case of yesterday, they moved up. I made some money, and I'm disappointed.
You cost the Vancouver Canucks the first overall pick. That's my takeaway from the whole thing. If you're Vancouver, this is probably terrible. This is awful. The draft is rigged. Clearly, I was listening to the draft on the radio, and then they did this thing where they had like the odds updated, and Canucks were at 29%, and then immediately they're like, okay, and now a word from our sponsor. I was like, commercial break.
This whole drama, I was watching it on the TV. They took a 90-second commercial
So
break.
dumb, so dumb.
And then they did a countdown of the last ball. Canucks had 2 chances or 3 chances to get that first overall pick.
3 chances.
3 chances, 3 balls.
Yeah.
Toronto only needed 1, and they somehow got it.
Okay, so now if you're a fan, if you're a Vancouver fans, get out of here. If you're a Vancouver fan, like what's your first thought about the whole thing now?
It's rigged.
Yeah. But there's a good player there at 3.
Yeah, there's a good player. I mean, it played out. Having San Jose in second is actually good for Vancouver because their offense is great. They need a great D-man, a franchise D-man, and they can pick that up on number 2 now.
Yeah.
So Canucks could still get McKenna or Stenberg.
It's going to be some interesting drama for the first 3 picks here because, now there's even talk, small talk, not big talk, that McKenna could drop to 3. McKenna's not like one with a bullet.
So Matt Sundin, Swedish guy.
And Lionel Hutz, they just hired Lionel Hutz as the general player. John Shaika is the general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is how I know the NHL is just rigged.
They went from disappointment. All the sportscasters in Toronto, every fans in Toronto, all going, "Oh, Toronto, why do this hiring?" And then the next day they get first overall pick. The whole team's turned around. But now, so Sundin knows this Swedish kid Stenberg. He could pick him. San Jose picks a D-man. Vancouver gets McKenna.
Yeah, I don't believe McKenna's gonna fall to 3. I just don't think so. I don't care if Lionel Hutz is the general manager of Toronto. He's Lionel Hutz. Mr. Simpson, this is an opener shot. The worst executive in hockey. I think that's why everyone's on the take. Everyone's bribing everybody. It's like, and meanwhile, Keith Pelly is like, why am I hiring this guy yet? and then the NHL's like, hey, Keith, come on, just do us a huge favor here. His father is like somebody's uncle who scored 500 goals, and you owe us this one. Because, we let you be. Hey, you're still the executive of the Toronto Maple Leafs. We could have done a majority. We didn't kick you out. So Chaika is the general manager. I just can't see how he would pass on McKenna. This is a surefire, great feel-good story. Canadian, I think you have to draft him. The issue now for San Jose, and this is where it gets interesting, you have so much up front, and you don't have any defenseman. So I feel like if this was the year you're going to go and get a Verhoff, you do it.
And he's supposed to be an elite defenseman.
Yeah.
And he can jump right in as well. So I'm praying that San Jose does take a D-man so Vancouver gets a great forward. But
And then if I'm Vancouver and I'm waiting to see what San Jose does, I take the pick and I trade it away.
Flip it.
No, I trade it away because I want McKenna. I don't want the other two. This is me as a Vancouver fan. I don't care about Stenberg and I don't care about Verhoff. Trade the pick away. Get yourself get yourself a big league star in a league full of like young talent, and get yourself a lower first round pick, maybe a second. You can get a lot of play on this first pick, and then and just move on.
I think that's a dumb take. You take the top guy.
take,
Yeah, you
It's a
take
dumb
you
take, huh?
take the top
You was
guy.
waiting to use the way to say that.
Yeah,
Use the way to say that to me, huh?
You take the top guy. This is what Canucks do. They trade away and then they get these mediocre guys. Take the top guys.
So I'm a purist when it comes to drafting. I draft best player available. I don't trade. I don't make
Right.
steps
So
for position.
So you
So if it's Verhoff or Stenberg, that's a loss for us, in my opinion. Where's Verhoff going to slot? You can put him at the top.
okay, say they get Stenberg. You think that's a loss?
I think so.
No way that's a loss.
Yeah, I cannot have another. Sorry, this is going to be very controversial. I can't have another Swedish person on the team. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I don't want Pedersen and Stenberg to be a top line offense. Can't do it.
That's a dynamic duo over there. The Sedin twins back.
Yeah. Dynamic duo.
The
dynamic duo.
two Swedish guys.
Yeah, no, I can't see it.
I say take the top guy. If Stenberg's available, you take him.
Yeah, okay. It's not even going to be Batman Rob. It's Johnny Quest and Haji. Okay. Yeah, no, I can't see it. Call me a bit of a old school here. I would love to see the Canadian. Not going to happen. Verhoff. I mean, maybe even Reed. Lefty 6'2" defenseman. But I think the real gem here is if you can get yourself into that first overall pick next year. Landon DuPont is supposed to be a franchise.
Canucks will be right there again. It's not like Stenberg or McKenna or anybody's gonna push him into a playoff spot.
I don't know. I think it's a real shit situation for Vancouver. Honestly, I feel bad. I really thought this was gonna be the year they can get some good news out of this, but at least they didn't go to Chicago, so that's good.
That's true.
So yeah, in terms of like the clown show that's going on right now with the league, I'd be curious. This is gonna be the most interesting draft coming up. I do think that I'm very curious about the Sharks here because I do think that the Sharks should draft for position.
Definitely.
If
And
they were gonna
they
take-
asked the GM, what's his name?
Greer.
Yeah, that right. And they asked him that he's saying that he's gonna pick the best player
You should.
available.
You should draft the best player available.
But I mean, they're almost at a situation where they should draft a defenseman. It makes more sense.
Say they draft Stenberg,
Not like where Canucks did with what's his face,
Olli Levy.
Oli Levy, but this is totally different.
There's actually a lot of situations in drafts where teams have gone and drafted for position, and it didn't work out. Like remember when Boston had those 2 picks in the top 10?
Yeah.
Now they made some good picks. Hamilton was a great pick. Wrong
Yeah,
pick for that team at the time. So there's been a lot of examples, but I would say that for the Sharks, they should draft best player available. And let's say you do take a Stenberg. I don't think they're getting McKenna. So let's say Stenberg is the guy you take, and you believe Stenberg is the best guy. You have a lot of forward talent to go and parlay that to go bring
that's
yourself
true.
some players out there. So you can look to Vancouver for defensemen. You can look for places that are like defenseman heavy. I don't think that's the worst play to go. Or you keep waiting because if you're San Jose, anything you're doing right now is just cake.
Yeah.
They still haven't had Misa make it into the top 6 yet. He's up and coming. Smith is a player. We all know Celebrini is a player. Celebrini is
The goaltending.
Yeah.
Who's it?
Askarov.
Askarov.
Yeah.
He's a great player.
yeah.
They have all the pieces.
Yeah. So let us know in the comments below what teams you think are going to do well in this. I mean, in terms of where a lot of people were able to shoot up here, Rangers were able to move up a bit. Blackhawks actually dropped. They were supposed to be in the top 3. It looked like.
Yeah, the Blackhawks dropped. I think the biggest loss was probably for them as well, but they're still going to get a great player. And they got Bedard,
Yeah.
so they have nothing to complain about.
If I'm Toronto, I'm looking to trade Matthews And I'm looking to open up the gates here to get McDavid over to.
McDavid's not coming to Toronto.
McDavid's coming to Toronto.
McDavid's not
He's
coming
going
to
to
Toronto.
Toronto.
He's not going to Toronto.
Well, he would go to Toronto for a team that's already set up for him to win. Absolutely would.
He did. Toronto's not set up to win.
Not right now.
No, and they're not going to be for another 2-3 years.
You gotta tell
You think McDavid's going to wait 2-3 years?
You're gonna tell me McKenna top line, McDavid with Nylander. That's a deadly first line.
What else do they have?
Deadly first line.
What's left?
Then you got Michelli and then Nyes on your second line. Okay, excellent second line. Then you get yourself where you feel you'll be built.
Why don't you go to Toronto? Move to Toronto.
Why you go to Toronto? I'm just telling you what's happening.
What do you think?
I'm just telling you what's happening.
They're not going to give anybody up for McDavid? You think they're going to get McDavid for free? You could just slot him in with everybody?
If I'm McDavid, I'm asking for a trade right now. I'm getting out of this.
Yeah, but then Toronto's got to give up everything.
Toronto's not trading for
Toronto
but they got to get McDavid in 2 years. Why are they trading for him?
McDavid is not going in 2 years.
He's going in 2 years. Buddy.
So he's not okay.
Tell me why you wouldn't. Tell me why you wouldn't.
The only way McDavid goes to Toronto and Toronto signs him is if McDavid plays out his contract. I don't think he's going to do that. If Edmonton's not there, he's going to be respectable to Edmonton and be like, "Hey, look, I'm not signing with you guys in the free agency. So trade me, get assets back, whatever you need to do, but I'm not going to sign." You think a team that's going to trade for McDavid isn't going to be like, "Hey, we need a contract in place. We're not giving up our whole team and not having you set up."
What more does McDavid have to do to accommodate this awful team?
You think he's just going to leave and screw Edmonton over?
So I think he's getting traded for sure. If it's not this year, it's next year.
So if
it's going to be a Quinn Hughes situation where Minnesota gives up 4 first-round picks, okay, and a team is going to just accept the fact that he's going to be a rental and he'll walk.
They got to give up a lot more than they did for Quinn Hughes.
4 first-round picks. That's pretty fair.
And players.
And what?
And players.
And their firstborn.
They gotta give up players
The
for
firstborn
McDavid.
son. You'd give up the kid, wouldn't you?
Yeah. You think Edmonton's not gonna ask for players on top of that?
I think 4 first round is pretty comparable. Look what Quinn Hughes is doing right
Who
now for
has
Minnesota.
that?
Look what Quinn Hughes is doing for Minnesota right now.
I get it, but what I'm saying is anybody that trades for McDavid is gonna be like, "Hey, look, we're giving up, even if we're giving up 4 first round draft picks, we need you to commit, or we need you to show something."
That's
that
not
you're
how
gonna
it works
commit.
with players. Athletes have no loyalty to the team.
I know they don't need to, and McDavid has that right. He does not need to commit to anybody.
Yeah.
But then Edmonton gets screwed at the end of the day.
So 4 first-round picks, I think, is pretty fair.
Not for a rental.
I think for a star rental, I think Quinn Hughes is top 5 player right now in the league. Right now.
And yeah, Quinn Hughes probably
Influential impact on the team. He's top 5.
You could argue that.
So we said that 5 first-round picks would be for the rental cost. Okay. So it's not. By the way, it's not 5 first pure picks. Let's say 2 pure picks, then 3 prospects who were first-rounder picks. Right? We can agree to that.
Yes.
Okay. So I think a team will give that up for the best player in the world for a year and a half.
Edmonton would give that up 100%. But what you think the team trading for him would?
Sure.
Say someone like LA?
You don't think Florida would do it?
Okay, let's just take Florida as for example.
Okay.
You give up your prospects, you give up your first round draft picks, and you got McDavid for what, a year? Maybe half a year, because he's not leaving next year.
Oh my God! I guarantee myself a Stanley Cup win in a year. I will absolutely. Producer Stevens
is that guaranteed though? Yes. Has McDavid won a Stanley Cup?
Once he crosses the border and plays for an American rocketed team, he's winning a Stanley Cup. You could take that to the bank, and I don't win very much.
My whole argument is that whoever is trading for McDavid is gonna want some sort of commitment from him. If they're giving that much up,
I'm convinced,
and he's not going to Toronto after that.
If that's the case, I would agree with you. If that's the case, then it's not going to be 5 first-round picks. It'll be something to accommodate based on the fact that they know they're not getting to keep McDavid, and McDavid walks on free agency and then signs to Toronto, and he'll be a Toronto Maple Leaf. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know who's right, and let us know who that Harpreet's wrong. Done fans, like and subscribe. Thanks for all the support, guys. We'll keep it going for you guys. Thanks a lot.